Hi guys, how's it going? Ivano here, and sometimes people ask me why most of my guides focus on the Imperial or Dark Side classes. Well, that's because I mostly play the Imperial side, but also because SWTOR has something called mirror classes. What that means is simply when you create a character in this game, you have to choose between two factions, the Republic and the Empire. And when the game first launched, they made it so both sides had 4 playable base classes to pick from. So for example, on Republic side, you could choose to be a Jedi Knight and play through the Jedi Knight story, and then later choose to specialize and become a Focus Guardian. But because they wanted to balance the game between the factions, the developers came up with a concept called mirror classes. And that means that for each class on the Republic side, there is an almost identical class on the Imperial side. For example, where the Republic side has the Focus Guardian, the Empire has the Rage Juggernaut. And those two classes have the same number of abilities that do the same damage. They also have similar utilities in the combat style tree, which give them the same bonuses. They also share the same tacticals and also legendary implants. So from a gameplay perspective, both classes are the same, but the names of the abilities and their icons are different. Also, the sounds and the animations are different, so that whether you enjoy playing as one of the good or one of the bad guys, you can play the way that you prefer, but whether you choose to fight for the Republic or the Imperial side does not make your character more or less powerful. It's almost like someone took the Focus Guardian, stood him in front of a mirror, put an evil-looking Instagram filter on, and the result of that is the Rage Juggernaut. Now technically, there are slight differences in the weapons which they use. A mercenary, for example, would use 2 blaster pistols, whereas the Republic mirror class, the Commando, uses an assault cannon. And there are some specs in the game that have some kind of proc effects where it can be beneficial to have an offhand weapon, because it means you can have 2 weapons hitting a little bit more often. And that is why gunslingers do ever so slightly more DPS than snipers, and mercenaries do just a little bit more damage than commandos do. But to be honest, the difference is so small that you can clear any content in the game, and even for PvP, it does not really matter. From a practical point of view, both mirror classes are equally as strong. Now, in Legacy of the Sith, you are no longer tied to a faction, meaning that you can choose Imperial side, but still have the combat style of a Focus Guardian. If you do that, you will not be able to play the Jedi Knight story. That is only available if you choose Republic side, but if for whatever reason you prefer the look and feel of a Guardian, then you can play as one on Imperial side. There are a total of 8 advanced classes on each faction, and each of them has 3 combat styles. So if you watched my Rage Juggernaut guide and you want to know how to translate that guide to Focus Guardian, what I would recommend is that you simply go to this website called Parsley. And then you click up here on ability and combat styles, and that will show you a list of all the combat styles in the game and their respective mirror class. It also shows you the skill trees, literally next to each other, aka mirrored. And finally, if you want to know the names of the abilities to translate the openers or rotations from my guides, you can click up here on abilities, choose your class, and then here is the full list of all mirror class abilities. That's it for today, guys. Hopefully this video helps some newer players. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed it, please remember to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.